Welcome, Pisces, to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 17th of July. It's an epiphyseal new moon, particularly for you, because it features your sister water sign of Cancer. This is house 5. This is where you can be passionate, enthusiastic, and really set your intentions for the enjoyable, social, and joyful parts of life. Now, Uranus, the planet of surprises, actually links positively to this event, as does your co-ruler of Neptune. So your instincts can be important, but just also be prepared that things could suddenly move quite quickly. It's just that Saturn's in an opposition with Mars in your sector of relating. And it's possible that your caution could pulverize your passion just at a time when something really delightful could emerge for you. So just be aware of that. I mean, if you're born very early in Pisces, Saturn is having a massive impact. And if you don't have a lot of extra vitality after you've done work or looked after the kids, if some kind of social opportunity comes up or a romantic one, it could be a bit difficult to find the spark to go for it when the comfort of a nice hot soak in the bath, water, and an early night could really call out to you. However, more seriously, the North Node inversing into your second house is really going to emphasize your resources, but also your value and self-worth over the next 18 months. The last year and a half, it's been very much about your ideas sector. And of course, with Uranus and more recently, Jupiter in that area too, there's been a lot of sharing of information, connections, text messages and emails. It's been very interactive. The North Node moving into house 2 is a slower moving influence, much more to do with you finding a sense of security and stability. But this week we do have an opposition building up between Pluto and the Sun, and it becomes exact on Saturday, but it also is crossed by the nodal axis. We get a cardinal cross. This can be quite complicated because the Sun in the 5th house asking you to go for what you need as an individual. Pluto's asking you to be mindful of the people you connect with and how they feel, but also your future destiny. The 2nd and 8th houses on that nodal axis are asking you to price it all up. You know, whatever you're thinking of doing, it has to work for you in a practical way. The North Node does link beautifully with Venus before Venus goes into the retrograde on Sunday. And maybe a connection you have through your work. You know, someone could show real appreciation for the hard work and application that you've shown to support them in the past. Could be an employer, but it could be a client of some kind. And that can be really uplifting. There's also a link between Jupiter, your other ruler, and Mercury at the start of this week. That suggests that you could be tempted to agree to do something quite quickly without thinking about it first. Try to resist that. There's a tendency for that later in the week as well. In fact, your nervous system can get a little bit wired with Uranus squaring with Mercury as the week draws to a close. But then, as we have that exact opposition between Mars and Saturn on Thursday, that's the peak of a degree of containment or limitation that we all may feel this month, but it is going to go on really until the end of July within about 3 degrees. So we're not quite out of the woods, all of us, but for you, Saturn, if you're born early in Pisces, is just adding a handbrake to your desire to move forward. So things might go forwards a little slower in some ways, quite quick in others on the new moon with Uranus, but you may have to push yourself to seize the opportunity if that's the case. But as the week draws to a close, relationships around your work or in a romantic context, how much the partner might contribute to the domestic load or looking after the children, those practical things which may not be seen as being very romantic, but my word, if you have a tie where someone's very collaborative and hardworking and pitches in, it many hands make light work, and if one partner tends to take most of the responsibility, that can create resentment. So Venus is going to ask some questions over the next few weeks in that regard. I'd just like to share with you my very special opportunity. If you ascend above this zodiac broadcast and order your year 2024 personal forecast now, based on your unique birth data, I'll prepare for you the rest of year 2023 completely free of charge. And in my special package of 30% off, and these charts are very good value, please do check out the cost of them. You will get your character analysis, your life roadmap report, which can help you to understand the patterns that are played out in your situation throughout your time in this life, and get a much sharper appreciation of how you can work with your qualities and also negotiate the challenges that we inevitably all have. Please see underneath this video for more.